Hey y'all, it's Amanda, the marketing mama for all things real estate, and today we're going to find out what's in the box, the listing power pack box that is part of the unparalleled marketing that is exclusive to Lpt Realty agents. You're really not going to believe all the goodies that are located inside this awesome box.
Show you with the box. What was in the box?
What's in the box?
So what's in the box?
First thing out of the gate is your sign writer. Okay, I get it. A lot of negative Normans out there might say, well, Amanda, your listing sign already has your number on it, and that's not even your number. And Norman, you're right. But here's the thing that I know from doing real estate the past 2 decades. Number one, even though, yes, you do get people to call off your listing signs, if a consumer can get information, especially in today's information overload times, without actually calling a salesperson, you bet your by golly Google that they're going to do just that. So many times, rather than call the listing sign, what do? Well, they write down the address and then they Google it. And then what happens when they Google it? Well, yeah, like 17,000 other agents come up. Boo, hiss, we do not like that, right? So this sign writer gives the consumer the ability to simply text a number, which will immediately send them to your listing landing page with all the property info and your info. Or how about this? You're busy showing a property, or you're at a closing, or you're at Publix, you're at the wine bar, whatever you're doing, and you miss that call. And they don't leave a message, and so you have no idea what they needed. The great thing about this sign writer, this little guy here, is that it's attached to an AI bot, which is also attached to our CRM, which is also free for Lpt Realty agents. I'm not even kidding when I say this, you guys, that our AI bot, who again is attached to this sign writer and again your CRM, immediately reaches out to that person who has texted asking for more info. And she's so good that I've had not one, not two, but yes, 3 different buyers literally ask me if Anna was going to be the one showing them the property. Y'all, Anna is the AI bot. I'm not even kidding. You can ask my agents. They have been there. And I just think that's really impressive, And so for those of you who don't have an assistant, well, guess what? Now you do with your free listing power pack and your AI bot, which is attached to your free CRM within Lpt Realty. My point is, if you miss their call, you're not going to get their info. And this gets the info to you, and it also allows you to market to them and allows them to get that information without having to be like so in your face and aggressive. And that's why we love that sign writer. It gives information and it gathers information, and it is kind of like your own personal assistant. So the next thing in the listing power pack that I think is so great and so innovative are these cards. Okay, there's a standard business card, and then there's like this little pop-up tent thingy. So there's a couple ways that you can market this. Number one, obviously, you have business cards, but do you have business cards with your newest listing on it? Probably not. Like, yeah, I'm a realtor, and this is my newest listing, 123 Main Street. Go into all the info on it. Go ahead and do your thing. It's pretty impressive, and it's different, and it helps you stand out across the crowd. But here's an even better way to utilize these tools, and this is what I find so intriguing and exciting about how Lpt Realty is really moving the dial for marketing for our agents. Because again, you can't control this market, but you can control your marketing, and this, my friends, is where it's at. So the number 2 way to use these cards, well, think of your seller as part of your sales force, right? Usually sellers, especially right now, are pretty excited when they're selling their house. They're hopeful about what's to come. Right now they've got some equity, so maybe they're coming into like a windfall of money. They're pretty stoked. And so they're pretty excited, and they want to help tell the world that their house is for sale. So what I recommend doing is going ahead and have the seller keep a stack of these cards or both. And then they can take their cards to church or to yoga or to the Little League game. And they're just so excited about their listing because, again, it has their listing on it. But guess whose gorgeous face is on the flip side? You, their favorite realtor. So I've been in this business for 20 years. And yes, a lot of my business is referral based. However, this is the first time in 20 years that I've had tactile, tangible, actual marketing pieces that can literally help market me while I'm helping to market their sale. It's literally a win-win for everyone. Oh, and then also these little tents, again, very cool for your open houses and such. But say like you or even your seller have like a coffee shop or a favorite lunch spot, and they've provided permission for you to market there. How great is this little table tent? Boom, instant, free, high quality marketing to tell the world about yourself and your awesome new listing in a pretty passive way, but in a way that looks very, very professional. Speaking of open houses, I look at the opportunity for an open house as not only like an opportunity to really please your seller, and let's face it, we all know that only about like 8% of people who come to an open house actually are even interested in buying the house. And so there are some people that just think open houses are a waste of time, but I think anytime that you can be in front of people and talk about what you do and how well you do it, well, that's an opportunity that you want to take, right? So one of the ways I believe in making an open house more effective is to make it like a party or like an event, right? And so like if you were throwing a party, you would send out an invitation. You might even hand deliver them, right? Or maybe you're just going to like post some blurb online and then cross your fingers that you're not just sitting there eating your Publix cookies all by yourself for a Saturday afternoon, right? Because that would be a waste of time. I digress. So don't do that. But be intentional about selling this home, okay? Especially now that it's going to take more than just like 3 hours to sell a listing. I totally get it. Like going door to door is kind of cringy. But what if you were simply inviting the neighbors to a rad party and you have these cute little door hangers as your invitation to said party? So they're a really casual, low-key way for you to go, hey neighbors, I just listed Robert and Jill's house around the corner at 123 Black Diamond Lane, and we're having an awesome little open house this Saturday from 1 to 4, and we'd love for you to come. And hey, if you have anyone else that you want to be your neighbor, this is the opportunity for you to bring them. So here's the thing. This is what this will do. They're going to be super impressed. Number one, the fact that you're like knocking on their door and you're not really selling anything. But number two, look at this. Look at it. It's so nice and professional. So just do it. It literally solves so many problems. Nosy neighbor. Hey, guess what, neighbor? This is what's up. Boom. Here you go. How about maybe a neighbor that might be on the fence about selling? And boom. Here you go. Now they have a go-to resource, a very professional go-to resource. Or maybe they've been wishing, gosh, that their sister who lives in Virginia would just live closer. And there's no inventory, but wow, it's like a sign from the universe. And now my neighbor's selling their house. So get your butt down here, Laura, because the cousins need to be closer together. My point is, there's so many things that you can do, from just having a little event to celebrate your listing with the neighbors that probably want to sell to people that they want to live by as well. You really never know what kind of opportunities are out there to present themselves. But if you're always open to the conversation and always open to doing what you do well, which is selling real estate, right? Then this little bad boy box of magic, it's definitely the tool that helps get you there. So we're at the open house, right? And you've held open houses before, and now you're going to have to be more intentional about them. They're going to be like an event, a little party with a purpose for real estate to showcase you as a real estate resource. In this box, one of my favorite things, this is so great, is this neighborhood report. Not only because does it provide you with listing photos on the outside, but y'all, it opens up and it tells you what's nearby, like where do we eat? Oh my God, is that not like the bane of y'all's existence? It is mine every night. Every night. I don't know. I really don't know. Do I need to list my house so I know where to eat? I actually might do that. My point is, you're automatically, even if only subliminally, an area expert with this neighborhood report. I mean, again, coffee shop 2 miles, hospital 6 miles, airport 6.5 miles, grocery store 3.3 miles. You're providing data. You're showing somebody that you've put effort into making this a viable option for buyers. This is definitely going to help you stand out, and you're going to be the leader in the sea of available listings that will, again, be the new normal in the coming months as things get back to regular real estate. And so again, it's just one more thing, one more feather in the cap, because again, it's going to take more than 3 hours to sell listings. But guess what, guys? That's normal. That's normal. And anybody who was in this market before the 2008 crash, we've actually been through this before, way worse. So you're going to be fine, but you'll be way better with your listing power pack from LPT Realty. So there's like a couple other like postcards and marketing in there that, are definitely great to leave out. Certainly kill any, Word document that you've gotten before that you put out there for your listings. But I wanted to talk about one last item that I find really effective and I really appreciate about this power pack. Hear me out. It's a thank you card. I know, a thank you card with the property on it and your info on the back. And you're probably thinking, what the heck do I want with a thank you card with a random listing on it? Who would I send this to? Well, remember everybody that came to the open house. But how about everyone who is shown the property? How about everyone who is in the transaction with you that is helping you sell this listing? The title company, the lender, the home inspector, the septic guy, the appraiser, the well guy or girl. What you're doing as an entrepreneur in real estate is like you're constantly building relationships, and those relationships will build business. And so if you are a valuable resource, then you should make it your life's mission to build those relationships so that you can actually be a valuable resource, because you cannot do all the things. You need your army of awesomeness, right? So what it also does is, when you're in business and you see something that is above and beyond or out of the box, like, I don't know, sending a thank you card to a buyer's agent who's probably shown this buyer 70 homes, and it sticks out and it shows that you are a professional that they should reach out to, or perhaps one that they become excited about working with because they know you're the real deal. You get it. You love what you do. Maybe even in a perfect world, it opens the door for a conversation for them to come to LPT Realty. Woohoo! But then again, you sell real estate. You're not a recruiter. You're doing this to build relationships. Because when it comes to contracts and negotiations, and when it comes to a long career in this industry, we want to be well known as someone who is great to work with, who is really professional, who is super knowledgeable, and an expert that you can count on and that you can trust. This is the kind of thing that shows other industry pros and of course your sellers, hey, I mean business and I love what I do. So maybe you don't realize it yet, but I'm kind of extra in general, and I actually really like it that way. And to me, what I find so exciting about the listing power pack is it's legitimately the easy button for extra. So now if I could just find that easy button in every other facet of my super extra life, wouldn't that be so great? But in the meantime, in any market, but especially in this market, where you're going to need some different tools in your tool belt, and you're definitely going to need to be leading the pack, if you will. Well, you've got your listing power pack, which is one of the many, many amazing incentives provided for free for LPT Realty agents. Whether you have one listing or 1,000 listings, LPT Realty offers tools, technology, and marketing to not only help you sell more homes, but to help you stand out in a sea of realtors. And like I said, you cannot control the market, guys, but you can control your marketing. And there's absolutely no better way to do that than with me, the marketing mama, and LPT Realty. We're leveraging economy of scale. It's going to allow you to be bigger than yourself. And that's exactly why this brokerage is truly taking the nation by storm. In real estate, we're marketers, right? Of the many things. We wear lots of hats, but marketing is a big one. And usually we just spend money with no guarantee if the strangers out there will pick us, know, like, and trust us. With LPT Realty, you get all these tools, all this marketing, and all this support for free. There is one guarantee that I can give you. You'll not find a better company culture of like-minded industry professionals who are focused on selling real estate and making this industry better together than you will at LPT Realty. So go ahead and click the link below for more info, or you can always text or call your mama. Here's the number. And guys, let's sell some real estate and have some fun.